voice like rain on an old tin roof brings stories alive with a soothing truth. In pages he weaves a world so light, the stars lean close to kiss the night. His voice lulls hearts in restless mind, lost in tales where dreams unwind. The book feather reads as shadows rise, his words are calm as lullabies. So turn the page and close your eyes, float where the quiet whispers lie. Across the oceans the story's tide, relax and let the world subside. 1,000 accents the moonlight bends, in words no borders, no distance ends. Worlds collide in his gentle tone, a whisper makes you feel at home. Each line he shares feels like coming back to a hearth of words in the silent black. From novels deep to poems that sway, he reads the night into the day. So turn the page and close your eyes, float where the quiet whispers lie. Across the oceans the story's tide, relax and let the world subside. 1,000 accents the moonlight bends, in words no borders, no distance ends. Across the oceans the story's tide, relax and let the world subside. A voice like rain on an old tin roof brings stories alive with a soothing truth. In pages he weaves a world so light, the stars lean close to kiss the night. His voice lulls hearts in restless mind, lost in tales where dreams unwind. The book feather reads as shadows rise, his words are calm as lullabies. So turn the page and close your eyes, float where the quiet whispers lie. Across the oceans the story's tide, relax and let the world subside. 1,000 accents the moonlight bends, in words no borders, no distance ends. Worlds collide in his gentle tone, a whisper makes you feel.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Giggity. All right.
Seems quiet. Too quiet.
I'm Batman. Gotham is never safe without me. What time is it? It's 7 o'clock. Okay, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You can attach towers? Shut up. Impromptu performance this evening, which I must say was indeed a welcome distraction. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. You're very kind. This is going to be funny. Good evening. It is a pleasure.
Noise, 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 honk.
Hi. You know, I keep forgetting to disable that sound when we're not doing truck sim. Silly me. Anyway, hi. It's a pleasure to see you, I think. Alan and Bill the Duck, thank you for the lurk. It's always a pleasure to have you in the background. I hope you're doing well. Oh, man. Let's see. Allie, user death, congrats on claiming quite proudly first place with the booyah. Well done. Okay, spam call. Purple, lovely to see you as well. Enjoyed checking in on you from time to time while I was working today on your stream. Looked like you were having an absolute blast. Corgi, almost first. Well done. You're still on the leaderboard, okay? You're still on the leaderboard. At least I waited peak times and not mid-chapter. That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you credit where credit's due. And of course, as predicted, the book bonk for Allie. See, I learned my lesson. It was a good, you know, strike to the forehead without it being painful. Because the last one was painful. Well, even with the softer book, I still whacked myself in the head a little too hard. Oh, yeah. It's a automated robot that was trying to call me about this, you know, my business funds that are available to me. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, scammer. Pleasure to see you. Yeah, so I apologize for not being live Sunday. My back was just absolutely killing me. There's no way I would have been able to stay focused. It still hurts now. I have pain meds in my system, so it's not as bad. And hopefully the book will also be a nice distraction. Plus talking with you guys. I mean, that's always a good distraction. Hi, Shorty. Loved hanging out in your stream today when I could. It was a lovely giggly time. You cracked me up. Shorty laughs at everything. And it's amazing. I got to play tourist the past few days. Oh, did you finally meet the stunts? Were they there? Because we haven't seen any pictures yet. Or at least, have we? I guess I haven't looked in their Discord. I guess I should have checked, like, the picture. Nope, don't see anything. So either they just haven't posted, or who knows. Oh, you get to see them soon, so you haven't seen them yet. Okay. You didn't laugh for 10 minutes total? Wow. Is that, like, combined with your 2-minute timer for not allowing you to laugh? So 5 redeems. You'll DM me some I have. Sweet. Cool. Yeah. Callie. Good evening. Our author, ladies and gentlemen. Evolving Hope. That's right. Lovely to see you. And again, sorry as well. So Callie had been telling me that Sundays are going to be very unlikely for her to tune in. So I didn't bother messaging her when I realized that stream wasn't going to be a thing. And then all of a sudden, I get a message shortly after I would go live saying, "Are you streaming? I'm new to Twitch, but I don't see you." And I'm like, oh, damn. My bad. So, yeah, sorry again about that. But we're here. We're here now. And that's, that's the beauty about what I get to do here, reading people's books. I am not in a rush. So it's still an enjoyable experience, even if it is slightly, cut up in pieces, so to speak. And I just realized my little message here was cut off. So let's change that. So yeah, not trying to like rush through the whole thing and be like, oh my gosh, we got to read it, blah, blah, blah. We got to get this thing. We got to get it read. We're in such a hurry, because we're not. We're not in such a hurry. So I thought I didn't log in right or something. I'm a Twitch newbie. Nah, no. You were good. You did everything right. I had so much fun last Tuesday, though. I'm going to be trying make as many Sundays and Tuesdays as I can. Fantastic. Well, that's awesome to hear. Plus, even when we're done with the book, Callie, you are still more than welcome to be here. This is a safe, open space for everybody. So yeah, feel free to be here as long as you like. Oh, pictures. Oh, you got to hang out with the bros. Nice. Did some... Oh, so you did get to see the stunts. You said you hadn't seen them yet. Well, that's fun. You and Stunt are like the same frickin' height. That's hilarious. Thanks for sending those. I appreciate it. I had such a good time when I got to hang out with the Stunts. It was a lot of fun. It was cold because it was like October, and for some reason, like full-on frickin' winter out there. It was crazy. We're both all of 5'2". Yeah, that's adorable. But yeah, what was I gonna say? The smug thing. Yeah, anyone, and this is not a hint, so please don't read into it. If anyone does a 5-gift bomb, as people call it, I will still be doing the 5 spins to see if you win the $100 prize, but I'll also spin this new wheel that you're seeing to see if you get a chance to win a mug, Bookfather style. So, a Bookfather mug. So, just mentioning that now before I forget, because it is fairly new. But otherwise, we still have our regular Wheel of Gains. So, okay. I think that's all I've got. Oh, let's log into the puzzle so we can show you what that is. I was thinking about where would a vampire live, right? What kind of place would a vampire call home? And it got me thinking about like maybe a cathedral, something kind of majestic, old, inspiring. And I came across this epic looking cathedral, and I was like, oh, perfect. Puzzle. Can I just simply buy a mug, or is it limited edition? No, it's not limited edition. I just wanted to, you know, as a way to say thank you for the 5 bombs, as you know, to enter a chance to win one, literally right there on the spot. So no, it's not. Right. Because I just want mug. Do I even have a link in my about section? I don't even know. That's how good of a streamer I am. I don't even know what my own stream looks like. Let me pull myself up real quick. I don't think I do. There's the throne thing, but even that's way outdated. I don't even know if that's... Yeah, no, that's not even... I just need to remove that. So yeah, I don't even... I am awesome at this. I don't even have a link for my merch. I used to. Or wait. Oh no, I do. Never mind. I do have a link. It's just way down towards the bottom. It's this. Okay. But yeah, the mug's in there. There's like a magnet, and you know, if you have AirPods or if you want a hat or something like that. Cat. Meow. 10. Catbox, thank you so much for...
Hi, Cat here. I'm just gonna sit in my box and watch the stream, if that's okay.
It really is. Cat, thank you so much for the resub.
Honk, noise, 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 honk.
Oh, I'm gonna put a limit on that. I swear to God, someone has to land on that wedge. I'm gonna start removing pages. But that wouldn't be fair to all the other people before, so maybe I shouldn't. All right, I've blabbed on enough, okay? Look what you've made me do. Thank you so much, Kat. You are one of a kind. No, don't remove, I'll stop. I didn't say remove, I said limit. Let's move over to our read scene. Love you. Thank you for what you do. For what you do, well, it is my absolute pleasure. Oh, you see this? I got this at my local grocery store. If you ever get the chance to try this chocolate here in the United States of America's, this stuff with the alpine milk, it's so good. This stuff is so good. I know, right? It's ridiculous. It's amazing. Creamy and yummy and nice in my tummy. Is it milked from real alpines? I don't want to know. And why did that pufferfish not show up? I literally just set that up today. See, I just tested it. It's right there. Is there like some crazy delay? It's a god-awful sound. What is happening? Why isn't it working? Let me recopy the overlay. There shouldn't be an issue though. That's so weird. I love chocolate, dark chocolate if we're being honest. Yeah, I will eat a little bit of dark chocolate, but milk chocolates, that's my thing. You might eat some tomorrow while trucking. Ooh, yes. Yes. So yes, let's do some shout outs real quick actually, because Shorty will be playing American Truck Sim tomorrow. It's gonna be amazing. Can't wait to see what she delivers. Accidentally made my kids love it too. Was it an accident though? You're gonna crash? Well, we're here for it. She will giggle. We also have my lovely mod, Purple. Renato! Joke's on the vampire, because I eat garlic every day. Then you're probably safe. Is that a new cologne, or
Yep.
is that garlic?
That tasted purple.
Oh, big stick. Owie, that hurt.
The big ones always do. Folks, I didn't realize this, and Renato, I owe you a big apology. I didn't realize you streamed, and I never asked.
Boom boom time. Oh my god.
So, if you haven't... Wait, I stream? Apparently. If you have not clicked the hearts, click it now. No, you. Star Mama's mama. Hi. I am rambling. I am not focused at all. I was about to try my tea for the first time. Let's see how it tastes. Blissfully. It's absolutely delicious. Book bonk, really? Okay. Thank you. Mom always has a chocolate stash. They usually had plenty of regular chocolate around, but everyone knows that Mom's chocolate is always better because it is forbidden. So in order to appreciate sneaking some of Mom's stash, they learn to like it dark. Tea's so good, he turns Irish. I turned something, that's for sure. All right. Let's get our marble race going. By the way, since I didn't read on Sunday, we'll probably go a little bit longer than usual today. Hope you're okay with that. Feel free to join the race. 90 seconds on the clock, exclamation point play to play. Callie, I want to see you in the race. We talked about it. No pressure, but get in there. Get your ball, put it in. Hey, you did it. Good job. Okay, someone's gonna have to help me with the whole marble community thing. So it's got the, you know, everyone, number 1, number 2, but I have other like ball skins, but it's not letting me, it wouldn't let me choose them as options for everybody, if you know what I'm saying. So I don't know. Do I have the app on my phone? No. I didn't even know there wasn't a phone app. Am I surprised? No, but I did not know. You need it. Oh, okay. That's how you customize your balls. Well, I was able to customize from the game, like on Steam. That's how my ball looks the way it does. You know, it's like a glass skin or whatever. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. All right. Thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to have you, as always. Sit back, relax, and I will read you a story. Tonight we are starting with chapter 6 from Wyatt's perspective, page 49 in the printed copy. Please check out the author and this book. This is only book 1 in the series. Book 2 is out already, and book 3 is in the works. So if you like this, you are sure to like the rest. Here we go. I rub my heavy chest and lean forward on the bench to rest my arms on my thighs. I should be back inside instead of leaving my team in a lurch. Luckily, it's a slower night, and they haven't sent someone out to retrieve me yet. Where is she? Could she have left from another exit? I sigh, leaning back and crossing my arms to squeeze my biceps. Her ankle was broken. There are a lot of blanks in my memory, but I'm certain of that fact. She shouldn't be able to put weight on it, and yet she's walking with only one crutch. My jaw clenches, but at least I know her name now. Isabella. My gut painfully spasms. I just need to talk to her. But why? What is the urge? Why can't I just go back to work? I have no game plan. I have no agenda. She's alive and well. I should be happy to leave it at that and move on. And yet, here I am, still sitting outside like a loser, running my hands through my already messy hair. I'm just here lurking, I understand. Thank you. What am I doing out here?
More!
I've just begun. There will be more. I promise. What am I doing out here? Is this just because of the dreams? Because of my attraction to her? That's totally inappropriate. The door she entered through opens and my breath catches. A moment later, she exits the building and my heart skips a beat. And Stomp Mama's mama wins the first race. That's how you do it, folks. Come out strong. Come out swinging. But that's okay, there's 15 more races in this Grand Prix. 90 seconds. Huh, look at that. I push off the bench and jog toward her. I have no idea what I'm going to say, but I can't let her disappear again. Hey, wait up. I call out to stop her. She isn't moving quickly, only on one crutch, so I'd be able to catch up regardless. She glances my way, eyes narrowing, then looks up, sighing into the sky. I'm obviously frustrating her, and she doesn't fully stop, but at least she slows a bit. She shrugs the duffel bag higher on her shoulder with more ease than previously. Do I have to read? Yes, you do, Callie. Yes. Otherwise, you won't be able to win, or hopefully win. You want me to read like Hagrid? Okay. All right then. Here we go. I'm over halfway to her when she pauses and looks down at her feet before glancing up at an abandoned car. Oh, I should not have said that. I should not. I'm almost to her. Boom! I'm violently thrown back, body smacking into the pavement and sliding further away against the concrete. I push myself up to a seated position, heat pulsing in the air. God blimey, Harry. What the hell? My head's spinning, body sore. The car's engulfed in flames, thick black smoke drifting up all around. Anything surrounding it is now burning. The heat wafting in waves and warming my skin even from this distance. Harry, what have you done? Come on then. There you go, there's a little bit of Hagrid. I'll see you inside, Master Potter. Where is she? My gut clenches. She was right there. I shove up to standing, swaying a bit, scanning the area as my equilibrium settles. She's lying unconscious by the tree on the other side of the street. Wow, this girl seriously just can't get away from being hurt. I prefer Batman, but I will keep pressing the new voices out of obligation. I would love to continue to do Batman, really. I would. It just hurts my throat too much. So, I can't. And I am sorry. Stumbling through my aching joints. That's you screaming in frustration, I assume. Fubar, good evening. Stumbling through my aching joints and bruised body, I sprint towards her. Her lower legs are aflame, and I whip my shirt off, dropping to my knees to beat the fire out. There's a huge bump and a deep cut across her forehead. Large shards of glass poke out of her ribs and upper right shoulder. I'm assessing her wounds, trying to determine the most urgent ones. The crisp, burnt skin covering most of her body is my biggest concern. Even with the night only having a slight chill, her body won't be accurately regulating her body temperature. I need to get her inside for treatment before hypothermia sets in. I'm going to save up points for a sound clip. Hey, there's a good idea. Oh my stars and garters, he took off his shirt. I don't look away from her as I hear the scuff of people walking up. Thank goodness we're so close to my ER. She needs treatment ASAP. Hopefully, they bought a gurney. What are we gonna do with him? It's too late now. We take them both. This is the most vulnerable she'll be. So, it's now or never. Oh, Callie, you won your first race. Congratulations. You're on the board. Next race starts soon. Frowning, I start to turn toward the people whispering when something zaps me. I gulp in a deep breath through a suddenly dry mouth, jolted as current after current of intense stinging radiates from the point of contact. The electricity races through my system, speeding up my heart. The faint taste of copper fills my mouth, and my heart lurches as I'm zapped again. Well, that's not good. Oh yes, Tangia Dungeon. Good luck. Bunny! Hello. We just started reading. You're You bounced in on the nick of time. We were doing a little chatting beforehand, just musing, saying hello to each other. All right, exclamation point play to get in the race, folks. It's just me and Callie. You don't want me to beat Callie all by myself, do you? All right, there's a little break in the story here after the good doctor got zapped. Oh, you guys really did not want me to beat her. Okay, I got it. I see where your loyalty lies. That's fine. I'm not afraid. Much. I thump into a hard, chilly surface and blink multiple times, trying to clear my eyesight. Darkness obscures my vision as I arch my bare back away from the coldness. Where am I? What happened? If I knew how to play games in here, I'd try. Oh, so... Got it. Yep. For the marble race that you see up here, when you see a new race about to start, it'll tell you on the screen that you just have to type exclamation point play, and then you'll be entered into the race. And that's all you have to do. If you feel like doing a community jigsaw, which you see below it, if you type exclamation point puzzle, you'll get a link, and that will pull it up in another window. If you're on your phone, I don't recommend doing a puzzle on your phone. It's a little tricky. And then, as you saw Tacky Corgi just do, this
Honk,
this way.
noise, 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 honk.
Hi, Johnny. Was that what you said? Honk? No, it was not, actually. I know it wasn't you. I'm so proud. So yes, Bunny, there's lots of things that you can get involved in or not involved in. It's completely up to you. They're just here to help amuse you while listening to me read a story. So there you go. Thanks, Johnny. Now, where was I? Oh, that's right. Our doctor is in a cold, dark place. My veins feel shredded, and my throat aches like I ate hundreds of pennies. Ugh. Ugh. So much to learn. Don't worry. You'll get it in no time. I promise. I squish my swollen tongue against the gag in my mouth. I can't move my hands or feet. And Catbox won the race. And interrupting reading the story? Yes, that is also a thing. Alright, so we're going to start the next race, Lakeshore Raceway. So, now, if you type exclamation point play, that will enter you into the race. And it's a Grand Prix style, so there are 16 in total. We are on race number 4. So, don't worry if you miss a few or whatever. Not a big deal. And again, you don't even have to do them at all. It's just there for fun. Meow. I can't move my hands or feet. Every bump jostles me and causes the burning pain to throb further through my body. My heavy eyes drift close. No. Focus. Prying my eyes open, I quietly scoot around. I squint, trying to see what's making the low, tinkling sound of something hitting the metal floor, but it's too dark. Plus, the soft noise is being overpowered by the squeaky brakes and the ringing in my ears. Wait. Brakes? Tires? The vehicle turns sharply and I roll, my sore body pressing against the van's cold door. Shit, this isn't good. Faint yellow light flashes through the windshield, briefly illuminating the back. Isabella. She's tied up. Her legs completely blackened, the burnt skin cracking and small bits peeling upward. Blech. Oop, did I not push start? Gosh darn it. Sorry, guys. I was like, why isn't the race happening? My bad. Her face is turned away from me, and she's not moving. Is she breathing? I squint and still can't tell. My gut tightens. I just need her to be okay. Please let her still be alive. Using every bump and turn, I roll closer to her. The ropes rub further into the skin of my bounded wrists and ankles. I bite the inside of my cheek to silence the pain and push forward toward her. I need to check on her. Dude, you are bound and gagged. What are you gonna do? Headbutter? You awake? Isabella. Focused. What the hell will I do if she isn't breathing? I can't give chest compressions when I'm tied up. One problem at a time. See? He was thinking the exact same thing I was. This ER doctor and I, it's like we are one. I'm less than a foot away from her, but it's too dark to see anything. I zero in my gaze to her chest while twisting my wrists to loosen them. My anxiety rising with every second, waiting for the next light to brighten the space enough for me to see her. Please? Just please? We pass another streetlight. The yellow light shines over her for only a few seconds, but it's enough. Her chest rises and lowers in short, shallow breaths. They're too quick, but she's alive. Now I just need to get to her. Us. Out of here so we can both stay that way. What the hell is all of this? Why did they take us? Is it for me? Her? This crap only happens in movies. Or books. I don't understand what's happening, and yet I'm obsessing about her. For days, my gut, which is never wrong, was telling me to focus on her. I thought I missed something with her condition. Maybe I'm just a dutiful doctor. Or maybe I'm a creepy stalker. But then all of this happened. What if my gut was telling me she would need me? A doctor? None of it makes sense, and yet I feel like I'm here for a reason. I just need to loosen these damn ropes. My attention snaps to the passenger and the conversation he's having with the driver. What are we gonna do with him? I can hardly hear the driver over the low music and the ringing in my ear, just barely making out his response. I don't know right now, but we have to get her into a cell before she wakes up or we're screwed. Did you grab their phones and her bag? So, I wasn't unconscious for long. They must still be close to the hospital. I can't see either of them from my position, but I close my eyes and focus, trying to catch every word. Yeah, I grabbed her bag, the phones, and his smartwatch. The passenger window goes down, and the wind rustles in. Toss them out so they can't track us. My heart drops with the crack of the devices hitting the road. There's $1,000 right there. Damn shame. My heart drops. Or wait, I just read that part. When I glance back at Isabella, the wind gushing from the window through the van causes small, blackened pieces of her flesh to flap with the breeze. Blech. her legs completely discolored, and there's charred skin cracking and peeling upward. What the? The van makes a sharp turn, jostling me, and I bite my tongue to keep from making a noise. It comes to a rough stop and shuts off with a rumble. The back doors of the van creak open, and I can just make out the silhouette of an older man with a large gut. He's awake. The passenger's voice from earlier barely reaches me over the buzzing in my ears. A leaner guy with a goatee appears around the door. Take her first, before she wakes. Large gut guy reaches for her upper body, and the goatee guy pulls her legs. Tiny pieces of glass dart around the bed of the van when they lift her up and carry her away. Here's my chance to escape, and I can't even run. Damn it. They're back for me before I can get my bound feet to the edge of the bed. Nope. Sorry, man. We can't let you go. Goatee guy says while securely holding my legs. Large gut guy grabs my shoulders and they lift me. I frantically look around, trying to get my bearings, but night has fallen and all I can make out are industrial buildings, most of which look abandoned. It's always the abandoned industrial buildings, isn't it? That's when you know you're just screwed. They carry me in through a dark building, through a hallway with multiple rooms branching off and into a larger open room. There's a 15 by 15 glass cage with a cot, toilet, sink, and a small window. Boxes and partial walls block the rest of the room. They drop me on the floor. Goatee guy points a taser at me. I'm going to loosen your restraints some. Don't do anything stupid or I'll tase you again. Got it? I nod. Good. We'll also drop off some food in that window here shortly. I'm sorry about this. Nothing personal, just bad timing. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Bunny, you won your first race too. Congratulations. See, aren't you glad you joined the race? You can't win if you're not in. Before you ask though, you don't get anything. You do get bragging rights though if you're on the podium later. That's right. There is a podium. 90 seconds on the clock. Ooh, almost spilled my tea. Beginner's luck. Don't say that. You get bragging rights every time you beat the Bookfather.
Honk, noise, 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 honk.
Cat is also true about that. Dry, hello. Thanks for the honk, I think. Don't spill the tea. No, that would be, depending on where it lands, extremely painful. And I don't need any help in that department. It's good to see everybody. You know, I did think about streaming on Sunday just for a split second, just because I knew, at least mentally, knowing you guys would be here, or I shouldn't say knowing, but knowing what you guys do to my day, you know, brightening it, would have made me at least mentally feel better. But man, that day, that pain was just, yeah, it stinks. It stinks, you know. All right, anyway. They filter out the door, the lock clicking into place behind them. I watch them leave, then shake my hands to further loosen the restraints. When my wrist slipped free, I pulled the gag from my mouth. I reached forward to undo the rope around my ankles while evaluating my condition. Like oxygen on an airplane, you must save yourself first to be in any condition to help others. Put the mask on your own face before helping the person next to you. We went out for pizza date tonight. Just got home. Awesome. What kind of pizza did you get? Was it like a regular crust kind of pizza, or was it maybe like a wood fire pizza or something like that? I love a good wood fire pizza. My shirt's missing from putting the fire out. I have various cuts, but nothing too deep. Bruising on my legs, ass, and hands, but nothing serious. Next, Isabella. My gut clenches when I look over at her unconscious form on the rubber cot. I crawl to her over the cool concrete floor, then slowly roll her onto her back. I kneel beside the thin bed and check her injuries. She's still breathing, and her pulse is strong, thank goodness. Maggie's wood fire pizza. OMG. You know, that's one I haven't tried yet, actually. And there is one, at least I think there's one near me, if that's what it's called. Is that what it's called? There's a wood fire pizza place near me that I haven't tried yet. Is basically what I'm getting at. And I really should check it out, because magnifique. The fire ate away most of her flowy skirt, leaving wisps that barely cover her black, lacy underwear. Her shirt is also partially gone, showing most of her abs and ribs. Her head wound isn't bleeding as badly, but the bump is still noticeable. She has 2 large glass shards sticking out of her, and the bruising on her sides indicate possible broken ribs. Her ankle is at a gross angle. Deja vu swarms me as more images of the bus accident resurface. My ex and I came very close to opening a wood-fire pizza truck. Really? Huh. Hey, Callie winning a second time. Look at that. You need to. It's by the university. Yeah, the place I'm thinking of is by University Heights, or in University Heights, I think. If I'm remembering correctly. Because, yeah, that's pretty close to me. I mean, everything's technically pretty close. Anyway, doesn't matter. Her ankle at a 90-degree angle, and bone poking through. At least no bones are protruding this time. Her legs were burnt black and crispy in the van. They were, without a doubt, 4th-degree burns and my biggest concern, but now, most of them look a deep red, more 3rd degree in appearance. Only a few small spots are still black. I shake my head. I don't understand. This doesn't make sense. Burns can change degrees, but it's 2 worsening conditions, and at the heat and cell damage set in. They don't get better like this. Even with skin grafting and proper treatment, they wouldn't have healed this way. A soft plop onto the thin rubber mat pulls my attention from her burgundy legs to her hands lying limply on the cot. I lift her wrist, and a tiny piece of glass dislodges from her skin and falls. Plop. Cat, you can come to VA so you don't have to put pants to go for pizza. I'd have to leave my oven in New Mexico when I moved. Oh, that's sad. Vampire healing, it's a thing. Yes. Vampire healing, it's a thing, you know? It's a thing. My jaw drops open. I pick up the piece and look back at her wrist. Another piece plops to the mat. Is her skin pushing the glass out? I huff a humorless laugh and lift her wrist higher to look at the spot where the glass was just embedded. I suck in a quick breath and my mouth pitches tightly as the hole slowly closes in front of my eyes. No tweezers, no disinfectant, no stitches. What the hell? I place her arm back on the cot, leaning back on my heels and breathing shallowly. How is this possible? I wet my lips, looking at the larger shard of glass sticking out of her shoulder, and angle closer to examine the skin adhering to the glass. Normally, I wouldn't try to remove pieces like this without proper equipment, in case the glass nicked something or was blocking an artery. But with the placement of the two shards, it's less of a concern. Her skin possibly growing over and adhering to the glass is more worrisome. Plus, she doesn't seem to need stitches to close wounds. I shake my head again. I wipe my clammy hands on my scrubs, then rip the bottom of each leg off at the knee. To prevent any cuts, I wrap the bottom of a pant leg around each broken fragment of glass. How is she healing so fast? I literally watched her skin push out the glass. That can happen with splinters, but glass? And the burn degree changing like that? My hands tremble violently in my lap. I don't understand what's happening. Focus. One thing at a time. Right now I'm addressing her wounds, which involves removing these larger pieces. I shake my hands to regain some steadiness. Taking a deep breath, I firmly grip the shard by her shoulder and yank straight up on a breath out. There's a slight tug, the skin ripping free of the glass. Blood rushes out of the wound, and I press the bottom of my scrubs to the wound, applying light pressure. I can't leave the cloth there too long if her skin was already adhering to the glass, but I don't want her to bleed out. I count to 60, trying to slow my breathing at the same time, then slowly lift away the cloth. The wound is already clotting. 60 seconds. It took less than a minute. Less than a minute to clot. My heart rate spikes higher as the wound gets smaller and smaller. Just like when the book father wins a race. Oh, I was the only one. That's why. It's easy to win when it's just me. So, thanks for the easy win. I appreciate it. Couldn't let me keep that up, could you? Nope. What the actual hell? I mean, for her condition, this is great news, especially since I don't have any supplies to treat her here. But this can't be happening. I rub my eyes with my forearm. With all my schooling and medical experience, this can't be real. But it is. I'm seeing it with my own 2 eyes. I wipe the remaining blood from her shoulder, then turn my attention to the shard sticking out of her ribs. I wrap the glass and yank, applying cloth and pressure to the open wound and count down from 60 again. I'm usually super calm under distressing situations like this. The incident with Hope obviously excluded. But some of this is natural. But none of this is natural. None of this is normal. Even knowing what I should expect, I'm practically hyperventilating when I remove the cloth. I wipe the blood away and the wound knits closed. My lungs burn as my freakout goes into full effect. What does this mean? What is happening? If she heals like this, why was she pouring blood at the bus accident? Good question. A door shuts to my right and I jump back, glancing at the window shelf from the goatee guy, shelf that the goatee guy just placed items in. I stand, trying to control my breathing, still clutching a shard of glass. The window allows us to pass you guys stuff. It locks on your side if this side is open and vice versa. So don't try anything stupid. He eyes the bloodied, wrapped glass. The 2 items on the right are for her, and the sandwich and orange juice on the left are for you. We weren't expecting you, so we'll bring more food for you tomorrow. I mutely nod and walk toward the 2-way window. He doesn't say anything else, just turns and heads to the entrance we came in. I hope it's like a double-decker sandwich, because I'd be frickin' hungry. I open the window, and on the right is a raw steak and a large glass of dark liquid. What is that? I lift the glass of thick fluid to my nose, cringing at the harsh coppery smell waiting from it. Blood? What the hell? And it's for her? They had that on stock, but no other food for me? What is this place? What have I gotten myself into? I take my sandwich, even though my appetite is non-existent, and slide down the corner of the cell. I put my plate down next to me and pull my legs up to my chest, my gaze locked on her. What is she? Some sick part of me is still attracted to her, still wants to touch her, and the doctor inside of me longs to make sure she's okay. Plus, I admit my curiosity is piqued. I want to know why there's so many abnormalities. I wrap my arms around my legs and rest my chin on top of my knees, just staring at her. But I don't want to be anywhere near her when she wakes up. And that, friends, is the end of chapter 6, which is excellent timing because an ad is about to start. So, I'm going to run an ad, which will go for 2 minutes. Do not be alarmed for any of you that happen to see the ad. It basically gives us another hour of stream time without interruptions. So I do this on purpose, so that way we don't get interrupted while I'm reading. So let's get that started. Catbox winning a race. Whoa. Drop my lid. And I'm gonna take a sip of tea.
Honk, noise, 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 honk.
Were you trying to make me spill my tea dry? That would have been so rude. I kid you not. So much noise today, I know. Let's see if the puffer fish thing works. Apparently not. Obviously I'm missing something. But why did it work in the test? I don't understand. I did just start using this today, so it's not like I've had a chance to really mess with it. But it shouldn't be this hard. Your face hurts? Oh, good. Feel the pain, Dry. Feel the pain. Copy and paste this URL into a browser source or into the HUD effects companion app. I did download something to that effect. I haven't actually looked at the app, though. Your face hurts too? That's not good. Do I have to tell it to start? I mean, I click start. Or wait, overlay URL. What? This is so confusing. Let's try this again. I think I figured it out. Oh, hold on. There's no race yet. I'm trying to figure out why this new sound thing I have is not working. I don't understand. There's a streamer buddy of mine that uses it, and I like how it works, but it is just not. It's not playing fair. And I don't know why. Like it shows me. I see my account connected. Pogi Dragon, hello. Oh God, it played twice. Why? Why did it do it twice? Your cheek still hurt? Good. All right, so what I was about to do before we were continuing to read, I was going to do a couple of Wheel of Gains spins so I could get up out of my chair, you know, get a little exercise, that kind of thing.
Weighted squats x10.
Oh, good. Weighted squats times 10. Let's just knock these off immediately. One more.
Push-ups x5.
And 5 push-ups. Okay. I don't need this plugged in. We'll do the push-ups first, and then we will do 10 weighted squats. If you haven't gotten up and moved in a little while, now is a good opportunity. I'll just be down here. Nailed it. Oh yeah, nice dance moves. Thanks so much. Okay, well at least I fixed the overlay issue. Not sure why it's doing it twice though. Nice form. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. It could be because of this whole companion HUD thing, which now I can't find it. Let's is it in my task manager right now? Survey says no. Whatever, we'll figure it out later. All right, next map. Dragon, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, now you can join the race. 90 seconds on the clock. Take another sip of tea, and then we'll crack on with Chapter 7. I liked Chapter 6, by the way, Callie. I was kind of wondering what was going to happen between the two, because they really haven't, like, truly interacted and learned about each other yet. It's just been the brief encounters and a lot of unanswered questions. Well, at least from the doctor's perspective, from Wyatt's perspective. So, all right. So naturally, Chapter 7 is not from Wyatt's perspective because we just had his perspective. Now it's from Tegan's. And my dog just started barking for some reason. Love that. All right. Page 58 in the printed copy. Here we go. Every single part of my body hurts. I thought I was in awful shape before, but this is so much fucking worse. I tried to sit up and barely move an inch, grunting and freezing in anguish. My eyes squeeze shut even tighter. My mouth clamps closed and my muscles lock in agony, or as agony laces through every part of me. I might actually be dying this time. I plant through clenched teeth and flinch when my fangs nick my lip. I lick the sticky wetness from the corners of my lips around a cotton gag, and a heartbeat increases. Mine? No. Another's. And I'm tasting blood. I'm not alone in here, and they can see my fangs. Shit. My heart races, and I will them to retract. 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 Retract? God damn it. And still, nothing. Fuck. This is so bad. Mama House Gaming, and then I saw Stargazer, and I was like, Mama House Gazing. Awkward. Mama House Gaming, that's okay. You can be in your daughter's stream. Don't worry about this stream. Go hang out with your kid. Please. It is okay. And Stargazer, it is lovely to see you. Hello. If I can't get them to retract, I have no hope for my eyes. I can't hide this from whoever's in the room, and they already sound freaked. But I also can't just lie here. Mama House Gazing, right? Fun new name, actually. Just throwing that out there. Mama's House Gazing. Pressing my back into the hard surface behind me, I'm able to inch my way up, excruciatingly slowly, into a hunched over position. My bound hands and feet, on top of my injuries, make any movement difficult and agonizingly painful. I pant shallowly, allowing my head to fall back against the wall. My ankle and side eating me alive. Sharp brightness assaults me when I try to open my eyes. When I squint slowly, white spots dances across my vision and dizziness swarms me. I blink repeatedly until my eyes adjust to the light. Someone sucks in a breath, and their heartbeat accelerates. How red are my eyes? Normally, when I'm just angry or anxious, and they shift a little, some box breathing can calm me enough to turn them back to normal. But that won't do shit right now. Every fiber of my body burns with an intensity I've never known, and the movement from each breath causes waves of fire to rush through my system. My vision clears enough for me to focus. My gaze drops to the body sitting across from me. It's the doctor from the ER. Wyatt, I think. His eyes connect with mine, and the breath he sucked in leaves in a quick puff through his flared nostrils. His pulse escalates even higher, and his hands tremble. He's shirtless and holding a large piece of glass wrapped in bloody fabric. His eyes trail down to my mouth, taking in my fangs and the blood dripping down my chin. The silence stretches between us, so thick it's almost tangible. I can't do much. On a good day, I could get out of these restraints easily. Poggy Dragon winning their first race. Congratulations. It's going to be interesting to see who takes the top place in this Grand Prix. We're on race number 9. Good luck. I could get out of these restraints easily. Silver lining from being tied up all the time when I was younger. Thanks, Patrick. But it's not a good day. Just the thought of moving even enough to untie myself. Yeah, that's a hard pass. I lift my bound wrists and work the gag free of my mouth until it sits like a collar around my throat. Breaking our locked gaze, I drop my arms back to my lap and look around the confined space. We're in some kind of cell in a warehouse with walled partitions. What's happening? Looking back at him, my heart softens. He's covered in bruises, black smears, dried blood. His pants are torn and ripped, and yet I'm still drawn to him. It's probably just because of those stupid dreams, or the fact he's rescued me at least once. Since he's here too, I bet he was rescuing me again. I blink back to the wetness filling my eyes and look up at the ceiling. But a single tear betrays me and rolls down my cheek. I'm not used to people caring about me. I'm used to being hunted, looking over my shoulder expecting the worst, trying to blend in. Elaine is the only one I've ever trusted, and that's still so new. I'm still coming to terms with trying to fully trust her. I don't know how to do this. Open up, let my guard down. I don't know how to trust people. Thank you for the lurk, Purple. Looking back at him, I clear my throat. My voice is dry and raspy. It's Wyatt, right? His fingers are white, digging into his legs, but then he releases his death grip and straightens his legs out in front of him. The side of his toned midsection snags my attention. Yeah. You're Isabella, right? My stomach spasms and my mouth goes sour. Fuck, I should lie again. But it grated on my nerves too badly the first time. I shouldn't be making a habit out of this. But he saved me. Twice. My chest tightens. While I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I know I'm trying to not lose myself. Life was getting too depressing, constantly moving and having no roots. Maybe giving a sliver of truth like I did with Alina wouldn't be so bad. Plus, I don't want to lie to him again. No, I'm choosing to follow the good feelings. As fleeting as they might be, at least then I have a small grasp on the real me. I let out a soft sigh. No, it's actually Tegan. I'm in the witness protection program, and Isabella was my alias. But considering we're in a cell together, it seems pointless now. Tegan. He nods slowly, a small smile spreading. Is that why we're here? Someone was looking for you. Yeah, I've been on the run from my father, Patrick, for years. It's a long story. His brows furrow. I highly doubt you are related to either of the guys that took us. They look nothing like you. I take more after my Japanese mother. Did one of them have a thick Irish accent and red hair? No. He shakes his head. They said they'll be back tomorrow morning, so I guess you can see for yourself then. I fidget with my wrists, trying to get blood flowing into my hands, and his gaze drops following the movement. He bites the inside of his cheek, looking back into my eyes. I'm not sure what you are. But do you have any intention of hurting me? I lift my bonded wrists. Between the ropes and my injuries, I'm in no condition to hurt you, nor would I want to. He nods and sighs. I can untie you then, but I need you to promise to not move a muscle while I do. My shoulders slump, but I nod in agreement. I promise. I won't move. I don't want him frightened of me. I want him to trust me. But I guess trust is a two-way street. He shoves off the concrete floor and walks slowly toward me with the piece of wrapped glass. I can't help but admire his ab muscles flexing. He definitely works out. But it's lean muscle, not that bodybuilder type. His thighs flex as he squats next to me and places the glass a little behind him, but still within reach. He turns back and works the knots loose around my ankles. When they fall to the floor, he shifts to untie the bindings around my wrists. He smells like firewood and mint, just like my dream. Does he naturally have a fiery scent, or is that just because of the fire both times I've seen him? A light, bitter lemon scent of fear contradicts his calm demeanor. I don't want him to be afraid of me. I stiffen, fighting the urge to lean closer. I told him I wouldn't move, and I don't want to scare him. Oh, dragon winning 2 races. Making a name for themselves, I see. All right. 90 seconds on race number 10. Good luck. Once the ropes loosen, he scoots back, picking up his weapon and retreating to the far corner, his eyes never straying from me. I shake my wrists free of the ropes and work at untying the gag hanging around my neck. Did they take us because of whatever you are? His voice trembles. If it wasn't Patrick, I'm not sure who it is or why they took us. Well, whoever took us knew what you are. He nods, and my gaze follows his gesture to a window I hadn't noticed. They brought us food, raw meat and blood for you. My mouth instantly salivating at the thought of blood. This will hurt like hell, but I need the nourishment. I move to stand, but bones in my side rub against each other and I drop back down with a hiss. Don't move. I'll get it for you. He stands and walks to the window. I believe you have multiple broken ribs, a broken ankle, and a bad head wound. You also had 2 large pieces of glass embedded in you and severe stage 4 burns. But besides the ribs and ankle, the others seem to have healed themselves. He retrieves the items and sets them within reach of me and then backs away again. Thank you, I whisper through clenched teeth. I take the glass, tipping it and gulping the blood down. It's not nearly enough. I was in rough shape before whatever happened to me. He returns to the corner and watches me drink, his sandwich untouched next to him. How is it they healed so fast on their own? His nostrils flare. What are you exactly? I let the last drops drip into my mouth before lowering the glass to the floor, the bitter lemon scent of his fears increasing. He was just trying to help me and got pulled into this shit. He deserves the truth, or at least part of it. I want to keep him safe too, and I'm not sure what's going on here. If it's Patrick, who knows what he has planned for an innocent human? I'm, Venomisk. There were experiments done in Germany in the 1920s on an anemic patients, and it caused a shift in their DNA, resulting in my race. He sucks in a breath and slides down the wall to sit across from me. We heal faster than humans. Blood and skin wounds heal incredibly fast. Our bones, muscles, and organs take longer to repair, but not as long as humans. And you drink blood. So you're like a vampire? I mean, I can see your eyes and fangs from here, but they weren't there before. His heart's racing again. We have some similarities to the legends of vampires, but major differences too. Such as? He looks so calm and collected. If I couldn't smell and hear his body reaction, I wouldn't know how terrified he is. I don't want to frighten him, but I don't want to lie to him either. We eat raw meat and drink blood, and Callie wins races. Well done. The Delta. We're the Delta smelter. Such a childish thing to say. How does Dracula get his torch to turn on? With batteries? I like it. That's a good one. We can eat human food, but it's not as filling for us. And really processed stuff upsets my stomach. I normally feed from blood bags or animals, but can from humans as well. He sucks in a breath through his nose. Quickly, I continue. We are stronger and faster than humans, but not by much. Our senses are much stronger. We have antibodies for all basic blood types, but none of the antigens. Ours is something different. Huh. A humorous laugh escapes him. That explains the inconclusive blood results from the ER. Yeah. And there are enough of us that we have special people assigned to help conceal our secrets from the public eye. His eyes go wide and he nods. The short, blonde girl. Yeah, she's one of our ambassadors. I pull on the tattered remains of my shirt, my stiff, reddened skin cracking with my movements. I bite my lip and flinch when a fang slices into my lip again, and my face flushes. I'm sitting here in practically my underwear. I can scan left to right, but the cell's mostly empty. Not a damn thing to cover up with. How did she hide all of it? I've been searching for your file for days. I gulp and look down at my crispy legs. I don't want to freak him out anymore. It's okay. Please, just tell me the truth. I have to know what we're dealing with here. I swallow and nod in agreement. We can glamour minds. It's a trait that helps us lure in prey and blur their memories of feedings. The ambassadors train to strengthen this ability, and they help keep information out of the news, courts, and public knowledge. His brows arch and chin raises. So, she messed with your files and my memory? Yes. She took care of the evidence so as not to draw suspicion. I remember her glamoring you. I catch myself before biting into my lip again. This nervous tick is more troublesome with fangs, and flex my fingers instead. With her being an ambassador, you shouldn't even remember me. It came back slowly and in jumbled pieces, which is why I was looking for your charts. I was about to check the morgue when I saw you walking toward the hospital. What exactly happened when I left? I'm not sure. I was jogging up to you and you paused, looking at your feet. Then there was an explosion. I rushed over to you and smothered the flames covering your body, but before I could examine your condition or even move you, I was tasered. Twice. And then I woke up in the back of a van. Dry, taking the wind. Ba-da-ba-bow. The Glade. I can usually have a pretty decent idea of who's going to be on the podium. But I gotta be honest, I am pretty darn clueless right now. I got nothing. Patrick probably would have just snapped his neck. Shit. He could have been really hurt. Are you okay? Bruised, confused, and worried, but physically not too banged up. Well, that's good. I'm glad you weren't closer when the explosion went off. Has Patrick ever used explosives and other people to kidnap you before? He leans forward, engrossed. Not explosives. That would be new for him. He has recruited help from others before. If it's not him, I don't understand why I was taken. And Patrick's your dad. Why would he be trying to kidnap you? That's a long story for another time. But basically, he blames me for my mother's death and wants me to pay. For my kind, losing a mate leads to suicide or insanity. My eyes are so heavy it's a challenge to keep them open, but I'm still starving. I glance longingly at the plate of steak, but don't move for it. He's just now getting more comfortable around me. I don't want me stuffing my face with bloody meat to change that. So, he kidnaps you? Yeah, he wants to torture me, so I hurt as much as he does. I'm more powerful than him, plus not driven by craziness, so mostly I'm able to fight him off and keep on the move. But he's getting more creative. I'm not sure how much more evading and running I can do. So he's a Vanamic like you? Vanamisk. And no, my mother was, though. Patrick was human. She turned him because they were in love. The adaptation is mostly transferable, but a human turned won't have as powerful abilities or senses as one born with it. So, you aren't undead. I mean, I've heard your heartbeat multiple times now. The lemony scent of fear is overpowered by the growing earthy oregano odor of curiosity. No, I was born this way. I'm just as alive as you are. Are you immortal? No. We grow old and die like humans. We just live longer. I don't think immortality is real. Everything has a life cycle, including my need for a sip of tea. What should you never yell at a vampire while arguing? Ah, bite me. With pleasure. For those of you that don't know, Dry is our resident jokester, dad jokester. So, enjoy it while you can. After the last 72 hours, I'm not sure what I believe anymore. His gaze, like a physical caress, warms my entire body from head to toe. Your reading them makes it all worth it? Yeah. Well, how old are you then? I'm 30. And you? He repositions to sitting cross-legged and drops his elbows to rest on his knees. The oregano curiosity scent increases as he rapid-fires questions. 35. I know the sunlight thing is a myth since I
I
was...
hope people don't realize I'm just a better-looking Keir Stamer.
Who's Keir Stamer? Okay, now I gotta know. I have to look this up. Maybe I'll recognize them once I see their face. I'm not usually a name person. Did you mean Starmer? I think you meant Starmer. Huh. Okay, there's a little resemblance in there. Yeah, I can see that. I just need some glasses. Okay. Do we like this guy, though? Because I don't want to look like someone that we don't like. He is the Lord Commander. Well, then. All right. But better looking? Okay. Excuse me. Oh yeah, saw you walk, the light, yes, saw you walking in it. What about garlic? Sunlight is harmless. I quite enjoy garlic. What about a stake through the heart? Stakes can kill us if the injury is severe enough, but to be fair, they would also kill a human. Anything that can kill a human could kill us if we don't heal fast enough to prevent it. I barely suppress a yawn. He leans forward eagerly. Sleeping in a coffin? I'm pretty sure that's just for cinematic effect. Shape-shifting into bats? Again, probably created just for the movies. I've never heard of any shapeshifters being real. We're basically human, besides what I've already mentioned. Callie coming in with another win. Look out, folks. She might be the one to beat. "90 seconds on the clock. I hope your balls can handle it." He tenses, and the bitterness returns slightly. How bad does it hurt? For someone bitten? He just nods in response. The initial bite stings, but depending on the purpose of the bite, it can either be painful or pleasurable. When Patrick's captured me, his bites burn badly because it's against my will. However, if the person is willing and open to it, it's pleasurable. Our fangs release an enzyme when we bite, and they mix with endorphins, creating anything from terror to euphoria. Oh, well, we know what's gonna happen when the sex scenes come into play. Bites of pure bliss, baby. You're warming up your ball? Excellent. The smell of his curiosity drowns out the tartness of his fear. Amazing. He pulls his legs up to his chest and wraps his arms around them, his face softening. Has Patrick always been like this? My face is a blank mask. I zone out into the warehouse beyond. When I was younger, he just seemed sad. But then, it shifted into bitterness, and then resentment. He wants to make me suffer. But you won't tell me what happened. I mutely shake my head, exhaustion making my eyes droop. I get it. We don't know each other. I can kind of relate, though. I lost my sister a while back, and it's hard not to blame myself. He coughs to clear the thickness from his voice. But that's not important right now. We need to figure out how we're getting out of here. How is he not freaking the fuck out? I would be if our positions were reversed. You seem to be handling this all extremely well. He lifts a shoulder in a slight shrug. Anything I can't handle, I just bury to deal with later. Probably not the best coping mechanism, but hey, it's gotten me this far in life. He chuckles softly and pushes the black frames of his glasses back up his nose. I'm extremely interested in your adaptation and changes, and a part of me is concerned by those same things. But worrying about it doesn't change our circumstances. Right now, the bigger issue is that we're locked in this cell. Any idea how we're going to get out? I can try to glamour them, but I'm not very good at it and would hate to make things worse for us. I nod toward his plate. Aren't you going to eat your sandwich? Are you going to eat your raw steak? His head cocks playfully at the question. I'm glad he's less fearful. I wish I had the energy to match his playfulness. I was planning on it, but it won't be pretty. I can hardly move and intend to clean the plate dry. I don't want to repulse you. Honestly, I'm only mildly concerned. The science-obsessed side of me is fascinated and intrigued by all of this. He nods his head. But you do what you have to do. As long as you don't attack me, I won't judge. I boost? No, you don't. No boosting in here. Ha ha! That's a relief, because I'm fucking starving. I gingerly pick up the plate and tip it back, sipping all the blood pooling on the dish. Lacking silverware, I grip the full piece of steak and bite into it, my teeth sinking deeply. The meat's butter soft and my fangs easily cut through it, pulling off bite after bite. I'm almost completely through it when I glance up. He's ramrod straight with a slack jaw, brows raised and eyes wide. He notices me looking and does the cutest little headshake, his black frame sliding down his nose. His dark, disheveled hair swaying with the movement. He grabs the sandwich and focuses full attention on eating it. I lick my fingers and the plate clean and still finish before him. So, what are your thoughts on escaping here? Or thoughts on escaping here, not escaping here. Wrong tone. Race 14 already? Crikey. Well, I've checked the door and it's locked from the outside. The window only unlocks from one side at a time, but I also don't think either of us could fit through it. There's no cameras, which I guess is good. The walls are inch-thick glass and go from concrete floor to the ceiling. I honestly think our only option is overpowering the guys when they come back. But you're injured and they have tasers. He sets his empty plate to the side. How long exactly does it take for your bones to heal? Depends on the severity of the break. My ribs will probably be good in a couple of days, provided they bring me more blood. But my ankle's been broken twice recently and isn't even set to heal, so I'm not sure about it. Do you need me to set it for you? I don't have anything to splint it with. He pushes his glasses back up his nose. Would you mind? There isn't much of my skirt left, but maybe you could use my skirt and at least wrap it around to keep it in place? His gaze travels up my bare, healing legs, then settles back on my ankle. Not at all. You cheeky bugger. He pushes himself up and walks over. It will probably hurt. Normally, I would try to numb it first. He shrugs and sits next to me. His heart rate has slowed as we've been talking. The faintest scent of bitter lemons in the air drowned out by a stronger, minty smoke. A smell I immediately want more of. It's refreshing and comforting all at once. I've been through worse, and it will feel better once it's in place to heal. I lean toward my side without the broken ribs and pull off my tattered skirt with one hand. Luckily, it's a stretchy material, so hopefully it will work to slightly bind it. I slowly relax back into the wall behind me, the cold glass chilling my burnt back. He swallows twice while taking the shirt and turning toward my ankle. Then his fingers slide against my skin, sending little electric tingles through my veins. He feels the broken bone and places his palm over the break, his other hand sliding around the back. He presses firmly, checking for any other broken bones, then looks back to my face, our eyes locking. I could lose myself in the green depths of those eyes. Callie, just wiping out the competition right now. I see you. Can anybody move in and stop her winning streak? I don't know. It's a clean break. I'll have you take a deep breath. Take as deep a breath as you can. And then I'll count to 3. Right after 2, breathe out slowly, and I'll push it back in on 3. Okay? I'm so fucking over this broken ankle. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Deep breath. He looks back at my ankle. 1, 2. I slowly let the breath out. 3. Crack. The remaining breath rushes out of me in a pant. He continues to hold my ankle and looks back up at me. Are you okay? I squeeze my eyes shut and my lips pull back, exposing my clenched teeth and elongated fangs. The scent of oregano grows and swirls with the woodsy mint scent surrounding me. I nod, taking small, shallow breaths. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it now. This won't hold it well at all, so try to avoid moving it if possible. He takes the shirt and holds a corner with one hand, then stretches it to its max, around my heel and ankle. He tucks the other corner tightly into itself. That's as good as we're gonna get right now. Thank you, I whisper. No problem. So for you to walk out of here or fight back, the best case scenario is at least a few days for those bones to mend themselves. Yeah, provided I get rest and more blood. 2 or 3 days, maybe. Fascinating. Not ideal for the situation, but amazing. I gulp back the steak when it threatens to come up, a sheen of sweat coating my forehead. Pain flares through my body in waves, making my stomach churn. I think I'm going to try to sleep, actually. My voice is barely audible. I look down at the only cot in here. Do you want to share this with me? No, I'm fine. I'm way too anxious to sleep right now. But you should rest. Just don't move that ankle. He scoots to rest against the glass wall. I'll wake you if they come back. Okay. Thank you for helping me with my ankle. I should thank him for all his help. But I'm already feeling too vulnerable without opening that can of worms. I slide down to my good side on the mat, minding my ankle, and let my eyes drift closed. His fiery mint cell calming me further. And that, folks, is the end of Chapter 7. Dry with the win this time. Well done. What do vampires drink at happy hour? Be positive. And then when they're drunk, some of them become A negative. All right, folks, this is the last race in the Grand Prix. We have 11 minutes until the next ad, and since we are on a chapter break, because we will be doing one more chapter, normally I'd be like, well, perfect timing, we're going to be ending soon. But remember, tonight we're going a little bit longer. So I'm going to run the ad break. Probably do a couple of more exercises, you know. Do the thing. And then we'll read another chapter. I feel like this should be hanging right next to the hang in there kitten poster. All right, 2 minutes ad starting right now. Of course, if you're subbed, you won't see it. And even if you're not subbed, there's still a chance you won't see it. I'm also going to have some of this chocolate because it's bloody delicious. Pairs perfectly with a workout. Mm-hmm.
No weight squats X5.
Regular squats times 5.
Honk, noise, 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 honk.
Regular curls X10.
And regular curls times 10. Not to being compared with irregular curls. So good. Callie, wonderful to have you. Thank you so much. Excellent story so far. Beef stew. Now that's a meal I really enjoy. Mainly in the fall and winter though. Just because of its hearty, warming self. All right, I've already forgotten what I'm doing. Regular curls times 10 and 5 squats. Right, regular squats. Clam chowder for me. See, I've never been a clam chowder guy myself. New England or Manhattan. Both are amazing. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. You guys remember that fake tattoo I showed you? And we were talking about where it should go, placement and all that? Delicious. Yes, that one. So glad you remembered. Well. I did it. Nailed it. Pretty much a badass now. Yep. Nobody's messing with me. Don't forget, on Thursday, we'll be doing some gaming. Starting out with a demo game of Backseat Driver that, oh, I won. Haha. Nice. But I guarantee you I did not win the whole thing. But yeah, Backseat Driver on Thursday. We're going to try that demo out. Shorty is going to join me in that, and it's going to be a giggle of a good time. I'm not sure what we're going to play after that. We'll just have to kind of see. We got options. But then on Thursday, after all of that, 8 o'clock Central, we will be in my Discord reading more of Onyx Storm. So if you want to listen to more reading of a different book, feel free to join the Discord. We'll be in... What did we name that one? We'll be in the Storytime channel. We all jump in there, you guys mute, I go on camera, and I record each chapter separately and then post them to an unlisted YouTube playlist. That way I don't get in trouble for copyright. But then anyone that wants to re-listen or catch up on chapters missed, they're all there. So yeah, that's the plan for Thursday. All right. Without further ado, Chapter 8, starting on page 70. It looks like, from what I can tell, yeah, there's lots of breaks in this story, which means there's a lot of moving parts. And we're also changing characters a couple of times. But actually, let's find out who's on our podium for the Grand Prix. In third place, we have Catbox. Well done, well done. Much deserved. In second place, Callie, who has left. According to the hubby, I'm a very good backseat driver. That feels like shots fired. Maybe not, but maybe. All right, let's find out who took first place. 3, 2, 1, go. What? How did I get first? I don't understand. I really don't. Did I just come like second or third so many times that it added up? That makes no sense. All right, well, there you have it. What a crock. All right, anyway, chapter 8. Good job, everybody. Cat, third place. Callie, second place. And then we just won't talk about it. All right, we're starting off with Wyatt's perspective in chapter 8. It took me forever to calm down enough to drift asleep, and I kept jolting awake. This is the third time I've woken startled. It's not worth trying to sleep anymore. Plus, with all my nightmares, I'm used to functioning on less than the recommended 8 hours. Hi there. The lady writes. The lady writes, hi there. For 100 channel points. Good evening. Tegan's sleeping at an awkward angle because of her injuries, but she looks so serene. Her auburn hair is such an alluring contrast to her light olive skin. She's simply beautiful. Nope. Not thinking about that. I shake my head back and forth to dislodge those kinds of thoughts. She was a patient, and now just another captive like me. Not to mention she's Vanamisk and drinks blood. I should keep my distance, and yet my interest has been piqued. She said the bite sparked euphoria, but what kind and to what levels? Are we talking about the relief of when an itch is scratched, or like orgasmic? It's orgasmic, buddy. What's the range and the spectrum here? She's already drawing me closer like a moth seeking warmth and light of a flame. Even knowing how dangerous it could be, just the look and smell of her pulls me closer. It's risky, unprofessional, and yet knowing it could be pleasurable, I'm intrigued. Pretty much the same thing. How would you know? Have you been bitten by a Vanamisk? I scan every inch of her from head to toe. Her lean, bare legs are now perfectly healed. Not an ounce of burnt flesh, not even red or pink. I wish I could heal that quickly when I get sunburn. Good God. Anyway, her black, lacy, thigh-cut panties stretch smoothly over her shapely hips. Her toned stomach, while bruised around the ribs, is still enticing. My fingers itch to trail under her matching lacy bra to feel her satin-smooth skin. Her hair's flipped over one shoulder while she rests her head on one of her arms. Her slightly slanted eyes are shaded by thick lashes against her high cheekbones. No, I've scratched an itch and scratched an itch. Duh. I get it. You've scratched an itch. I understand. We all have itches, don't we? I'm being such a pervert. But the minutes or hours are dragging, and she's the only pleasant distraction I have. Of course, my mind would wander to more pleasurable thoughts. Shaking my head, I examined the space for the upteenth time. There are no other escape options. I know this, and keep looking. A restless urgency keeps coursing through me, but there's nothing else to do but sit here. I hate feeling this useless. And then there's a break in the story. I stiffened at the scrape of a metal door opening. Psst, Tegan. She murmurs, but doesn't open her eyes. Wake up. I think they're back. Her eyes snap open an instant later. No redness visible. She shuffles into a seated position just as the same two guys round one of the wall partitions. My gaze shoots to her, eyebrows raised in question, but she gives me the slightest headshake. Large gut guy is carrying a box and steps up to our cell's window. Goatee guy opens it and pulls items from the box. Morning, you two. I'm dropping off more food. He places another sandwich and a glass of blood on the shelf. We'll be back in a bit for the dishes. Put them back in the window when you're done. Neither of us says a word, and the two guys head further down the hall, discussing different tests to run. I listen closely, but none of the tests sound familiar. They're talking to someone else, but I can't make out the words. I look over at Tegan. She's listening intently. Redthorn. What's up, sir? How are you? How was work today? Was it productive? Did you get a lot done? I truly hope so. Not as hot, nice and overcast, which was nice. Man, it's been brutal here. We're not even going to get a break from the heat until the weekend, which, thank God. But it's, ugh. Over 90% humidity. Ugh. Disgusting. Had 2 days in a row at 98. Yeah, with our heat index, it's been feeling like it's over 100, but then when you add the insane humidity levels, it's gross. Anyway, it's good to see you, sir. Back to the story. When they move on again and out of this part of the warehouse, she whispers, "Another person is in a cell down that way." I can't see anything past our section. Did you recognize either of them? I don't miss that part of the Midwest. Yeah, I don't miss it either. Oh, wait. That's because I'm here. No. Were those the two who took us? Yeah. My anxiety grows and I run my hands through my disheveled hair. I don't recognize the tests they were referencing. Do you? No. I don't understand any of this. They're human. I don't think Patrick's behind this. It feels too planned and organized for him. Her gaze swings back to the window, and I jump up before she can even move. Don't you move that ankle. I scold while retrieving our food. She gives me a soft smile when I hand her the glass full of blood. Thanks. She doesn't look 100% by any means, but she's got better coloring after some rest. The urge to touch her is nearly overwhelming, but that's inappropriate and there's no reason for me to. Grabbing my sandwich, I sit 2 feet from her. After watching her sleep for hours, my fear has fully shifted to fascination, and I just want to be closer to her. Your eyes aren't red anymore, I say between bites. Yeah, it's normally manageable unless I'm severely hurt or starved. She lifts the glass in a gesture. This should help even more. She appends the glass, downing the contents in 2 swigs. How are your ribs and ankle feeling? My ribs are tender, but not radiating pain anymore. I bet they'll be fully healed by tomorrow. My ankle is worse off, but significantly better than yesterday. Maybe another day or 2? So, as of right now, we wait for you to heal fully. Then you try to glamour them while I attack. And we make for an exit? It's not the best idea, but the only one I can think of right now. Her head drops into her hands. Oh, whoa. What's wrong? I set my plate down and lean forward. The urge to be closer to her is irresistible, as if I need another reason. My horniness is making me stupid. No, it's more than that. We're both trapped here. Maybe it's shared trauma that's drawing me to her, though it doesn't help that she's gorgeous and I've had nothing to do but watch her sleep. Hours of fantasizing about things I shouldn't be. I'm not sure. She's slurring slightly. I don't feel right. She looks up through glassy eyes. Her breathing comes out in slow, heavy pants. Her eyes roll back and she slumps to the floor in a heap. Oh my God. I lurch to her side in an instant. Her pulse is slow but still present. What the hell? I open her eyelids to check her pupils, but they're rolled so far back that all I see is white. She's still breathing, but what is happening? I pick up and smell her empty glass, but all I get from it is sharp metallic scent of blood. Did they poison her? Oh, good, she's out. Goatee guy says as he steps up to the door with large gut guy trailing him. You, go to the far back corner and don't move or I'll taser you. I refuse to move from her side. What's the matter with her? He unlocks the door and lifts the taser toward me from the doorway. Move to the back corner now. I reluctantly do as instructed. Being tasered unconscious won't help this situation one bit. Is she okay? She'll be fine. We'll bring her back soon. He keeps his taser pointed at me as large gut guy lifts and throws Tegan over his shoulder like a rag doll. Goatee guy follows him out of the cell, locking the door behind him. They head off in the other direction. I can't see anything past the partitions. I pace the small confines of this glass cage, running my fingers through my hair. What did they do to her? How the hell am I going to get us out? She needs to be coherent enough to attempt to glamour them or we're screwed. Wrapping my arms tight around my chest, I slide down the corner of the cell. What are they gonna do with her? I can't even get out of this damn cell, let alone help her. My head falls back to the wall with a thud. I'm just as damned helpless as I was with hope. I've spent years building a life where I could help people, so I would never be in a position like this again. My body locks, paralyzed from my past coming to haunt me. Air burns in my lungs. My jaw clenches tighter, and I can't do a damn thing but sit here and wait. Just like that night years ago. Waiting for help to make up for my uselessness. But they were too late then. My arms tighten around me, nails digging into the skin of my arms as I choke on the breath escaping my lungs. I stare over towards where they took her, with hitching breaths. What if I'm too late to help her? I shouldn't have let them take her. Why am I still so damn worthless? And with that question looming, we now switch to Tegan. Searing pain climbs up my arms and spreads across my chest. My wrists flinch, trying to move away from the source of pain, but only make it an inch before the straps tug my arms back. I attempt to kick out, but it comes to the same conclusion. I'm restrained, and the acidic burn is spreading. I blink against the harsh fluorescent lights, the lamp swaying on chains above me. Groggily, I look down, but there's no source for the increasing pain, only burnt and blistered skin. She's waking. Grab the syringe. The larger guy leans over and injects me. My lashes are getting heavier. And there's a break in the story. So she took a nap. My eyes fly open as a shock pierces my system. I jolt against my restraints when lightning licks my arteries. My throat's raw. What new level of hell is this? Oh, shit! She's awake again. The increasing pain wrenches a scream from my core, but my mouth so swollen and dry only a deep, aching rasp escapes. I frantically look around for some way to end this. All I see are gashes of varying degrees down my bare legs, an electropad stuck to my abdomen, and pulse points. The smaller guy leans in, sticking me with a needle. A pain not even noticeable compared to the ones consuming me alive. What the fuck are they doing to me? Why me? How will I survive this? A thick darkness pulls me back under. And you guessed it, another break in the story. My head feels so heavy. Their faint voices drift to me. If I can act like I'm still unconscious, maybe they won't knock me out again. How long have they been messing with me? Any changes in their healing? I don't feel good. Something isn't right. But at least I don't feel burnt to a crisp anymore. My stomach gurgles up to my throat. Don't swallow. Don't move. Don't change your breathing pattern. A deeper voice responds. No change. Take notes, and I'll reserve the blood transfusion. Blood transfusion? What the fuck? Test 2 result. Failed. Full human blood transfusion with O negative did not have the desired result on the subject's healing rate. No change or impact detected. A switch clicks, and the room's filled with a deep humming noise. A coolness creeps into my veins from my right arm. Deeper voice guy scoots back from the table on a chair with squeaky wheels. Want me to grab the next subject so we can confirm our results? The coolness reaches my fingers and moves past my shoulder. Don't shiver. Don't move. Let's take her back first and grab in once she's in her cell. Any signs of her waking yet? Don't react. Don't react. His rough fingers grip my wrist. Her pulse is increasing. So probably any minute now. Untie her from the table, but keep her wrist secured. Let's hope she's coherent enough to walk back to the cell. He unties my ankles, then moves up to my hands. The machine beeps and clicks off, and I pretend to groggily blink my eyes open. My arms, overly pink and tender but no longer blistered. My pain level overall feels way more manageable, but a weakness threatens to drag me back to sleep. Good, you're awake. Deep voice guy says while pulling my legs off the table. We're going to take you back to the cell now. Why are you doing this? My voice comes out raspy. We're trying to right a wrong, and you're simply a means to an end. The other guy says while approaching my left side. This doesn't have to do with... I cough to clear my throat. The witness protection program? That's interesting. Deep voice guy on my right pulls me up onto unsteady feet. My ankles no longer wrapped with the ragged shirt. A chill brushes my bare skin, and I can't refrain from shivering this time. Yeah, haven't heard that one before. Both men hold onto a shoulder, practically keeping me standing while I regain my balance. No, this isn't personal. They lead me toward the exit. I'm taking slow, wobbly steps. My ankle's healed a bit, but I still can't put my full weight on it. They guide me down a tiled hall. Besides the fact that your species is an abomination that shouldn't exist, the skinnier one of my left says with a dry laugh. They lead me past multiple walled sections, and when we turn a corner, I see Wyatt. Our eyes connect instantly, and I'm pulled into the deep richness of their depths. My steps involuntarily quickening. I stumble. Wyatt's immediately pressed against the cell as if he could catch me. The guy's grips tighten on my shoulders, lifting me up and forward, supporting most of my weight between the two of them. Their fingers leave an oily residue against my skin. I don't let myself worry about Wyatt because I was trying to take care of myself. But just seeing him up against the glass in torn scrub pants with tension pinching his mouth makes my heart melt. He's worried about me. Of course he is. He has a hero complex or something. But part of me eased at the sight of him. Was I worried about him too? I can't let myself get close to him. I know this. What am I doing? His gaze darts to the larger man as he releases me slowly, making sure I won't faceplant, then steps up toward the door while pulling out his taser. Go sit in the far corner. Wyatt squints and his nostrils flare, but he follows the instructions, backing up to the furnace corner. If looks could kill, these men would be dead. I can almost feel the aggravation radiating off him in waves. He drops to a seated position, his hands flexing into fists, the corded muscles in his neck more pronounced. Good. Now stay there until this door is locked again or you'll be tasered. Understood? A curt nod. He's barely looked at me after the first glance, his sole attention focused on the two men carrying me. It reminds me of a mountain lion, how you shouldn't turn your back to one. He's been my rescuer and making sure I'm tended to, but this side of him is new. They shuffle me in. Sit here and lift your arms above your head. Don't move again until the door is closed and locks, or you will be tasered. I slowly lower into a seated position on shaky limbs. The grinding of Wyatt's teeth is audible as I lift my arms above my head. My ribs don't hurt at all. While my ankle still throbs, it's bearable. I flinch when rough fingers untie my bound wrists. The door closes, and the lock clicks into place a moment later. Grab subject number 2 and meet me back in the room, the skinnier one instructs, and they walk off in different directions. I lower my arms, looking back at Wyatt. His gaze locked on the direction they went, his anger and tension palpable. Did they do anything to him? I wet my lips while watching him. Could he hate me as much as them? What if he blames me? I am the reason he's in this hellhole after all. Well, that is a pendingly dooming question. Does he hate me? We all know the answer is no. The guy wants to sleep with you right now, but he knows he shouldn't. I have a feeling the tension between these two is gonna build, and then it's just gonna burst like a water balloon. All wet. Okay, folks. Here's the question. Should I do another chapter? Do you want me to read chapter 9? Or do we wait until next time? Probably going to hate her like a fisherman on a boat in the ocean when the goats go crying by. I hate it here. One time I mess up a sentence. It haunts me forever. Did I put everybody else to sleep? It's very possible. One time? Yes, I messed it up one time, but now it lives in infamy. No? Still awake? Okay, good. Dry says stop here. Okay. Anybody else wanting to chime in? Chime. I just realized some of these commands aren't saved quite correctly. Just do that. Cat's headed to bed, so that would be a no. To not continue.
I'm proud of you, you know that. I hope you do.
For going to bed at a reasonable time. Very proud of you. All right. Well, I think that's a decent place to stop, so we will cut it off there and pick up the reading again on Sunday with chapter 9. I'm really liking this story. There's a lot of unanswered questions so far, which obviously makes sense because we're not very far into it. But I am so intrigued as to where the story is going to take us. It feels like a mystery, romance, action kind of thing. Yeah. You can continue if you wish. I'm not going to remember much of today anyway. Being a fever dream. No, that's okay. Like I said, we're not in a rush to finish the book by any means. We do have another book lined up, but, you know, we're just, we're here to enjoy the process, right? Okay. Let's see who's online that we can go raid to, shall we? Oh boy, there's a lot of people online. Holy crap. Like, a lot. Dang. Just taking a quick look here. What are you up to? Oh, yeah. Our friend Angelic. All right. If you don't mind capturing that raid message, that would be much appreciated. We're going to go raid out to our friend Angelic. Just make sure I spell this all correctly. Think I got it. Cool. Nailed it. All right, so yeah, we'll be back on Thursday. First thing out of the gate is Shorty and I are going to check out the demo. Well, she's got the game. I'm checking out the demo. She's going to help me. And then we'll play something after that. Not sure what yet, so that's going to be a fun mystery. Yeah, and then we'll be reading more on Onyx Storm in Discord after that, so stay tuned. Thank you for being here, and good night to you all as well. Of course, as I always say, take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your night.